Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to computer science class. Dear students, as you know that we have started chapter number 1 operating system. Our today's topic is types of operating system. Following are the types of operating system: batch processing operating system, multi-programming operating system, multitasking operating system, time-sharing operating system, real-time operating system, multiprocessor operating system, parallel operating system, distributed operating system, and embedded operating system. Now we will discuss all these types one by one. So let's start with batch processing system. What do you mean by batch processing system? The batch processing operating system execute a set of same types of jobs automatically. A set of similar jobs is known as batch. Dear students, in batch processing system, or you can say that the function of batch processing system is to execute a set of same types of jobs automatically, and that set of same jobs is called batch. It performs same type of task on all the jobs in the batch, and all jobs in a batch are executed one after the other. The batch processing system is an easy and efficient way of processing the same types of jobs. It is very useful for the tasks that require similar processing. For example, the banks can use batch processing system on the bank accounts of all customers to deduct monthly fee. It will be done by applying similar processing on all bank accounts. The batch processing is normally performed using the powerful main computers. You can see on the screen as well that user are giving same types of jobs, and operator is converting that same types of jobs into batches, and that batches are transferred to the computer for processing, and the batch processing system will process that batches one by one, and they will perform same types of function or same types of operations on that batches. Now the next type of operating system is multi-programming operating system. Dear students, as the name show, multi means many. So the multi-programming operating system loads one or more programs in the main memory and executes them using the single CPU. ठीक है, बहुत सारे प्रोग्राम्स मेमोरी में लोड कर दिए जाते हैं और सिंगल CPU को यूज़ करते हुए उन प्रोग्राम्स को प्रोसेस किया जाता है. And this type of operating system executes one program at a time, and the other program will wait in the queue. जैसे ही एक प्रोग्राम पे प्रोसेसिंग हो रही होगी, जो दूसरा प्रोग्राम होगा वो क्यू में वेट करेगा. ओके, the CPU executes the other program in the queue when the first program is busy with the input output operation. In this way, the multi-programming operating system uses CPU time and other computer resources to improve the performance. You can also see on the screen that when one program is being executed, the other is in the ready queue, and job is allocated for, or job must wait for input output completion, and if some program is ready and input output operations are completed, it will be finished. Okay, the next type of operating system is multitasking operating system. The multitasking operating system name shows that it is used to perform multiple tasks at the same time with the help of single CPU. Okay, for example, user can edit a text document, it can use a web browser, it can also send or receive email at the same time. Okay, a single CPU actually cannot execute more than one task at same time. However, it rapidly switches between the task, and it appears that all the task is being executed at the same time. Okay, students, it seems like that CPU is, or the CPU time is provided to all the tasks, but in reality the CPU time switches between all these tasks. Okay, and the time span is very small that we cannot even measure that time span. The next one is time sharing operating system. What do you mean by time sharing operating system? The time sharing operating system execute multiple programs at the same time by sharing the CPU time among them. You can see on the screen that there is a single CPU, and there are different users, or there are different commands that are being given to that CPU, and the CPU will process a single task that is in the active state, the other one will be in the ready state, and when the previous task will be performed by the CPU, the program that is in the ready state will be allocated to the CPU for execution. Okay, and CPU gives a very short time to each program, and that time span is called the time slice or quantum. And the time sharing system are typically used on mini computers and mainframe computers, and they support a large of users in the big organizations such as airlines and banks, etc. The next type of the operating system is real-time operating system. Real-time operating system execute a job within a specified time period. Okay, a specific time is allocated to a job or a program, and the operating system that is called the real-time operating system will execute that program in that given time period that is allocated to that job or that program. Okay, it completes the given task and responds very quickly. The real-time operating system are designed for very complex tasks. They are used in the fields where a quick response is very critical. Some applications of real-time operating system are, they can be used in airplane guided system, industrial systems such as oil refinery, traffic control system, and they can also monitor the position of rocket in the space. Okay, you can see on the screen that user will give instructions to the application program will give instructions to the real-time operating system, and then it will be transferred to the hardware, or the output will be transferred to the hardware. Now the next type of the operating system is multiprocessor operating system. Multiprocessor mean many processors. You can say that in this type of operating system more than one CPU could be used. Okay, or you can say that the multiprocessor operating system supports two or more processors executing programs at the same time within a single computer system. All CPUs of a computer share the same main memory and input-output devices. As you can see on the screen also, that there is a single main memory and the same input-output devices, but there are you can see that CPUs are more than one: CPU 1, CPU 2, CPU 3, and CPU n. Multiprocessor operating system are used to process a large amount of data, and the processing will be done at very high speed. It also improves the processing speed. Uh, Obviously, when there are more than one CPU, processing speed will be improved. The computers need complex architecture to support multiprocessing. Okay, when there are more than one CPU, the architecture of the computer will be different because it has to support more than one CPU. The next type of the operating system is parallel operating system. So the parallel operating system supports the execution of a program on multiple processors at the same time. ठीक है, यहाँ पे भी बहुत सारे processors use हो रहे हैं, एक processor use नहीं हो रहा. And when we talk about the parallel operating system, the functionality of the parallel operating system is that it divides a big task into many smaller tasks and then execute on different processors simultaneously. Okay, smaller tasks are executed on different processors simultaneously. It is basically suitable for the large and complex programs that requires too much calculation at the same time. These operating systems are used in supercomputers that have thousands of processors. The next operating system is distributed operating system. What do you mean by distributed operating system? The distributed operating system manages the operations of distributed system. How can we take the example of distributed operating system in a communication network? Different types of distributed system could be used to perform different types of activities. Or you can say that a distributed system is used to execute the program on different computers in the same network. The program may run one computer on the and access data from another computer. Okay, and when we talk about on a network, we may run a program on a computer, but it may access data from other computer on the network. Okay, the distributed operating system automatically distributes the task among different computers to execute the programs efficiently. You can see on the screen that there is a communication network, and there are different types of devices that are being used in a distributed operating system, like workstation, terminal, file server, DB server, computer node, workstation. These are different types of you can say devices that are used in distributed operating system, and all the tasks are distributed among all these devices to be performed simultaneously. The last one is the embedded operating system. As the name show that operating system that is embedded into the hardware or the device. You can see that there is a hardware that is being operated by the operating system and application software, but the operating system and application software is embedded in the hardware. Okay, it controls the operation of the devices such as GPS, cars, microwave oven, ATM, TV, digital camera and washing machine, etc. It runs automatically and performs a specific task whenever the device is turned on. You can see different households like microwave ovens, washing machines, cars, digital cameras that use embedded operating system. Okay, we have a hardware device, but the operating system and the application software is embedded in that device. Whenever we turn on that device, it will perform its specific task. I hope everything is clear now. You are now completely familiar with all the 9 types of operating system. Wish you good luck. Thank you so much, and Allah Hafiz.